Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Trevor Etienne to return this. He stopped on the run back of the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
With the pick. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually hit to that other sidelines.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
8. Play fake here. Daniels. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down.
As quarterback, King, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. Short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. He's got it in the red zone. They gained 11 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. It is caught left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Right there to tack on a point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Panthers nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
ETN on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To the air on 1st down. Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Young on the play action. That's caught by Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
A gain of 7. And the Panthers
1st and 10 from the 43. Going play action. Young. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. That's incomplete on 2nd down. He was looking Xavier Leggett's way there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you're throwing in coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again. Young escapes the pocket. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. On for the return is Wangu. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I need you. Watch do it.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Starting on the ground here, Rusty Merritt. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Relocates a couple of yards through that chaos. That stop made by Derek Brown. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
3rd and 6.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Cox, this is late. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now to the running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Down, they'll run. And good forward, about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground you need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Krosky Merritt straight ahead. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Daniels from the pistol. Short pass brought in. The tackle at the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Gets it to the 15. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again. And not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 33.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motion man sent left. Now it's Young. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Running right side by McMillan. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Again, it's Young. He's got the hook up to Atwell. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down now. They need 7. Sticking to the air. It's Young. Forced out to his right. That's completed right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Here's Young again. Escapes the pocket. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A pickup of 17. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that...
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off Trey Amos. Into the red zone. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 21. Panthers nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Young back to it after the pick. He's got a man left. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. We've set it down from 37.
37-yard line.
1st down, Young. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Connecting on the slant. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shotgun snap to Daniels. There he goes. The Panthers got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home. And it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
It's a dime look defensively from the Panthers. Third down coming. Third and long for him here. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Designed run. Daniels will keep it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
On the return, this is ETN. Making some progress here. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. On play action, here's Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Is a corner in this league? Well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Third and 4 coming up now. Young working from the gun. Into the hands of Leggett. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Panthers, first down. First and 10.
Here's Young on first and 10. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Young to throw. That's Bigsby. He's got it. Ooh, awful close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46. Third down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They're going play action. Young, flushed out of the pocket. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. How about 19 yards on fourth down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job finding that out.
And he's brought down after a short game.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Play action now, Young. And he's got it, it's in close. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go get your job done.
And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Panthers 8. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Right up the gut. Crashes through a tackle. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Play fake here, Daniels. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now throw, 3rd and long. This one's caught. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. So we're through 3 here. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Wright is good. And they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
13 yards.
Working quickly here.
And the Panthers first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Carolina.
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Young. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line. Offense to the line fast.
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Young. On the move, headed right. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it inside the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 31 yards.
In the red zone on 1st.
First down, Panthers.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. Once you have to finish with points.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware. But he's a viable option as well.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Daniels back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
33-yard line.
Hand off to the back. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Krosky Merritt on first down. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road, and what looked like a very clean play.
And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders nearing their first win of the season. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Ethan Evans in punt formation. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him. It ends with a touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Now Young and the Panthers going for 2.
The Panthers.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick.
For Carolina.
The Panthers say they have it, and the refs agree. Panther football. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed over the middle. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
At the 37-yard line.
1st and 10. Got to score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Young working from the gun. Taking a chance to the end zone. intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You knew it before this drive started that field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. A design run. Jackson keeping it. Lining up to take a knee on second down. A design run. Jackson keeping it. Setting up for the kneel down on third. A design run. Jackson keeping it. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge. It's a fake from deep on their own half. He's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded for the turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. To score this as a win for the Commanders. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.
One of their best defensive backs is coming off a stellar. They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season, but there is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness. The decision now, how exactly to exploit it.
Down! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready? Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk. 60 by 6. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son! Oh, my son! Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son! Oh, my son! Ready! Oh, my son! Ready! Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son! Oh, 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 my son!